Welcome to the session. In this video, I am going to talk about catenanes, systems based on catenanes. Before going to the actual topic, we will discuss what are molecular machines, as catenanes are one type of molecular machines. A molecular machine, it is an assembly of discrete various number of molecular components. So various number of molecular components, their assembly is called as a molecular machine, and these components, molecular components, they display changes. They display changes when we supply an external stimulus. So when stimulus is applied, then the molecular components which are present in the molecular machine, they display some changes. So such a type of assemblies are called as molecular machines. Molecular machines are of two types. They are biological molecular machines and artificial molecular machines. Artificial molecular machines are simply called as AMMs, artificial molecular machines. Okay. Now, biological molecular machines. Biological molecular machines, they are present in the cells of animal bodies. So these are natural biological molecular machines. They are present in the cells of animal bodies, and they are huge, and they are most complex. They are not simple, most complex, as they are made up of different protein complexes. These are biological molecular machines are multi-protein complexes, very huge, and most complex, found in the cells of animal bodies. So best example for biological molecular machine is myosin. Myosin helps in contraction of muscles, and while we go for walking, so while we are stepping in and stepping out, this myosin protein complex, that helps us in contraction of muscles. So muscle contraction and relaxation occur when we go for a walk. So in that muscle contraction, this is helpful. Myosin is helpul, and it is a biological molecular machine. These are natural. And second category, artificial molecular machines. These are synthetic, man-made ones, artificial, synthetic. These are simple and small when compared to the biological molecular machines. Okay, these are not very complex and not very huge. These are simple and small, and these are synthetic. So different types of artificial molecular machines exist. Some of them are molecular motors, molecular propellers, molecular switches, molecular shuttle. So these are some types of artificial molecular machines. And now we move to the actual topic, that is catenanes. Catenanes are artificial molecular machines. They exhibit molecular shuttle. Molecular shuttle. In this video, we will discuss how the molecular shuttle occurs. So first, we will discuss what are the catenanes. Catenanes. Actually, the word catenane, that is derived from a Latin word. Latin word catena. So catena is a Latin word. It means chain. It means a chain. So catenanes are mechanically interlocked molecular structures. Okay. So interlocked molecular structures consisting of two or more interlocked macrocycles. So macrocycles are ring-like structures. Macrocycles, they have 12 or more than 12 components. Okay. So 12 or more membered rings are called as macrocycles, and these macrocycles give rise to catenanes when interlocked. So mechanically interlocked macrocycles, two or more macrocycles, they give rise to a catenane. Okay, so you can see in the picture. So this is this catenane consists of only two macrocycles or two rings we can call interlocked rings. So this is one ring, you can see this is black in color, and this one is another ring, another macrocycle which is white in color. So these two are interlocked. Now another important property of catenanes is the interlocked rings cannot be separated unless we break the covalent bonds of the rings. So this is the ring. If we want to separate these two rings, we have to break either this white colored ring macrocycle, or we have to break this macrocycle. So covalent bonds should be broken. We should break the covalent bonds, then only we can separate these rings. Okay, as these are interlocked. So this is in brief about the catenanes, and we have an opportunity for molecular shuttle in catenanes. You can see in the picture, this is the one, and two rings we can observe in the picture, and these rings may be symmetric or asymmetric. Asymmetric means having two different recognition sites. So when a macrocycle ring or a single ring or more than two rings, if they contain different recognition sites, then the ring is said to be asymmetric, and then we have the opportunity for rotation of the ring or rotation of the molecular rotation of the macrocycle. This is called as molecular shuttle. Controllable molecular shuttle happens only when one or more than one ring is asymmetric, or when the rings have two different recognition sites. So rotation in catenanes is possible when the ring is when in the catenane one or more rings are asymmetric. Okay, and this happens. Molecular shuttle, controllable molecular shuttle is possible only when we supply or when we apply external energy stimulus. External energy is supplied to the catenane, then we can see the rotation of the macrocycle or molecular shuttle of the macrocycle. I mean asymmetric macrocycle. Okay, conformational changes occur when external energy is supplied, external stimulus is applied to the catenanes. Now we will discuss this rotation. We'll discuss the rotation in catenanes with an example. You can see in the picture. So this is the catenane we are taking. Okay, this is represented with catenane 3,4 plus, as it is a tetra cationic. 4 plus is its oxidation state. So it is represented with 3,4 plus. So this is the actual structure of the catenane. We know that catenane has interlocked rings. So this has two rings. See the first ring. Observe carefully. This is the first ring. See first ring. This is the ring, and it has 4 positive charges here. So nitrogen with a positive charge, another nitrogen, and another nitrogen. So this is considered as one ring. Okay. This is the actual structure. This is the picture represented as a simple picture. So the same the total structure is represented as here. So this is the first ring. You can see this is the first ring, and you can see here blue colored groups are there having 4 positive charges. 4 positive charges represent the 4 positive charges of nitrogen here. Okay, this is one ring. Another ring is there, interlocked ring. Asymmetric ring is there. This is the asymmetric ring. See here, this is a crown ether, and here we have one group, a chemical group represented as DON, and this is another crown ether, and this is a TTF. So this is altogether. This is a ring. Having two different recognition sites. This is one recognition site TTF. This is another recognition site. So in the picture it is represented as one recognition site is represented as TTF is represented in green color. DON recognition site is represented in red color. Okay. So this is the picture, pictorial form. This is the actual structure of the catenane. Okay, so now we can go for the pictorial form. So blue colored ones already I told you. Blue colored ones represent the positive charges of nitrogens. This is one macrocycle. This is tetracationic cyclophane. 4 positive charges. It is considered as it is called as a tetracationic cyclophane. It is electron acceptor. Okay, so this macrocyclic ring has electron accepting property. Next, see the second ring. Second ring is asymmetric ring here. It has two different recognition sites. First one is TTF, tetrathiophulvalene, which is a better electron donor. Better electron donor. This is first recognition site, which is in green color. The second one is red in color. This is DON 1,5 dioxynaphthalene. This is a good electron donor. Okay, so this cation having two rings. This is first ring, first macrocycle having electron accepting property, and the second ring, asymmetric ring, having two recognition sites. One is TTF, other one is DON. TTF is better electron donor when compared to DON, dioxynaphthalene. This is better one, this is a good one. So for stability, always better electron donor will be in the middle. For now, TTF is the better electron donor, so it is present. It occupies the cavity between the tetracationic cyclophane. So in this macrocyclic ring, so this has electron accepting property. So better electron donor will occupy the cavity of this tetracationic cyclophane. This is good, this is better one. So better one will go inside. Now see the rotation in catenase. This is the actual structure. Just now we have seen. Okay, and now, so when it is oxidized, when the cation is oxidized, oxidation is loss of electrons. Electrons are lost. Electrons are lost means in this structure TTF is the better electron donor, so it will donate electrons. Now this lose electrons, TTF loses electrons, and now DON will become the better electron donor, and TTF will become the good electron donor as it loses electrons, as this cation is oxidized. So this DON will go inside and this TTF will come out. I mean rotation occurs here. So ring rotation occurs here, and now the structure is this one. So DON has entered inside as it is now the better electron donor, but TTF, as it has lost electrons due to oxidation, it was changed to good electron donor. As better electron donor gets inside, now DON is a better electron donor, it will go inside. Now when this cation is oxidized, electrons are added. The added electrons will be taken by the TTF. TTF will take those electrons, and now TTF will become the better electron donor, and DON will become the good electron donor. So now again this TTF will go into the cavity and DON will come out. Again rotation occurs here. And the cation gets its original form. This is the original form of original state of catenane. So though 4 are represented in the picture, only 2 states are there. This is the state O, state 0, and this is state 1. This is a stable state 1, first stable state, where TTF is in the cavity, as it is the better electron donor, and when oxidized, DON will become the better electron donor and it will come inside the cavity, and when it is reduced, it will get back to its original state. So this is a rotation in catenanes. Thank you.